Good morning and welcome to Love Every Moment, coming to you today from my home in Colorado Springs that I'm saying goodbye to. Yes, I'm putting it up for sale and becoming a true vagabond. Today's verse is 1 Peter 5:1. Therefore I exhort the elders among you as your fellow elder and witness of the sufferings of Christ and a partaker also of the glory that is to be revealed, and then Peter's going to get into the crux of what he wants to say to the elders. So today I'm mostly going to focus on eldership itself. First of all, I'm going to notice that Peter is becoming very humble here. He's not pulling rank. He's not saying, hey, I was one of the original disciples. I'm the one that said, thou art the Christ. He's saying, I'm just a fellow elder just like you. And I've stumbled enough and fallen on my face so much that I've learned a lot of lessons. And now I'm going to pass around some lessons of love to you. And that's what a good elder should be doing. It also says he was a witness of the sufferings of Christ. Of course, he was there at the crucifixion and saw other sufferings just in the way Jesus lived. And indeed, Peter himself suffered a lot by being cast into jail and everything else. Then it also says a partaker of the glory that is to be revealed. Remember, Peter was there at the transfiguration. So we got to see a lot of Jesus' glory, and probably more than that one episode too. He's saying there's glory awaiting us. Keep the path, right? Keep on the course. Now, regarding eldership, if you are an American Protestant, as I am, does this sound familiar? The pastor says, okay, ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, we are coming to the end of a 2-year term of eldership, so we need to have those elders step down and nominate several other men to become elders, and then we're going to interview them, then we'll vote on them, and they will serve a 2-year term, etc. Well, that may be nice, but I don't see that idea of having a church constitution and term limits and voting for an elder to be anywhere at all in the Bible. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I am suggesting that if Jesus wanted to base our choosing of elders upon the American political system, I think he would have put that in the Bible. It's just something to ponder there. I don't think Peter was elected. He was called. Big difference. Now, regarding elders, there's a classic chapter in 1 Timothy 3, where a lot of what is said in 1 Timothy 3 was covered by Peter so far in his first letter. So let's look at 1 Timothy 3, starting in verse 1. It is a trustworthy statement. If any man aspires to the office of overseer, that's an elder, it is a fine work he desires to do. An overseer then must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, temperate, prudent, respectable, hospitable, we covered that last chapter, able to teach, not addicted to wine or pugnacious, but gentle, peaceable, free from the love of money. He must be one who manages his own household well, keeping his children under control with all dignity. But if a man does not know how to manage his own household, how will he take care of the church of God? And not a new convert, so that he will not become conceited and fall into the condemnation incurred by the devil. And he must have a good reputation with those outside the church, so that he will not fall into reproach and the snare of the devil. We covered that also in chapter 4. Now, one of these things I'm going to say is basically all that's covered here really should be true of any Christian, young, old, male, female, any Christian that is truly led by the Spirit. These things should come out naturally. But often it takes some stumbling and getting back up and stumbling, and Peter certainly did that, and that's why we need elders that have been around the block a few times and can say, these are the lessons of love that I have learned, and we're passing it on to you. So let's take advantage of all the wisdom that we can from these elders and not term limit them. So let's choose to love every moment, because then we're going to love every moment. I'm your average wretch, and I hope you have a great week.